16 million men and women served in the United States Armed Forces during World War II. Now, decades later, veterans of that war are dying at the rate of thousands a day. We want to share their stories before those stories die with them.
Jumping from planes, hand-to-hand street fighting, soldiers in World War II faced fears that most could never handle. We're here at the World War II Memorial in Washington, D.C. It stands as a tribute to the men and women who served in the greatest war, fought by the greatest generation. When he was just 17 years old,
I just felt like I just wanted to go.
Art Levine enlisted in the U.S. Army.
I never thought about getting killed, because you're killed, you don't know, it's over.
Right in the middle of the Second World War. Assigned to the 101st Airborne Division, he brought back to America stories only a soldier can tell.
We were fighting a Panzer division. Later on, we found out it was Colonel Pfeiffer who had these. He's pretty much of a bad guy.
Levine shares his memories of a famous battle.
And we couldn't stop the tanks because we had no armor, but we were shooting the infantry off the tanks.
The Battle of the Bulge.
So him and I were at the corner of this one building and popping them off the tanks. Just like you'd go to a carnival and you would shoot the ducks off something.
A lot of the time, the fighting got up close and personal.
It was kind of a misty June day, and I had my carbine upside down because I didn't want to get the barrel wet. As I came around this one hedgerow, I bumped into this big fat German. First live when I see him, he come around the corner, he bumped into me, we both fell. And he was going to shoot me. But what saved me is he was fumbling with the pistol. He couldn't unbuckle it, and I brought the carbine from upside down and, of course, squeezed everything I had off, 15 rounds.
Art Levine was a paratrooper in World War II. He fought in the Battle of the Bulge and on D-Day. But it was the cruelty of the Nazis that produced some of his strongest memories of the war.
But when you see the atrocities and you see these camps, of course you see it on TV or you read about it, but to smell it, the smell. I went back, the water was going to still smell. You take an animal out in the field that's decomposing, it has that odor. Multiply that by thousands and you have duck out. That's the way it was. Cruel.
What he saw at Dachau left a lasting impression and an anger that still fills him today.
I never forgot it. And I never forgave him. Now, I don't blame the grandchildren today, but them grandparents knew what they were doing. They were cruel. I mean, cruel.
But even after seeing friends die, after being shot in the leg, and witnessing the horror of the concentration camps, Levine says he wouldn't trade his military experience for anything.
So all in all, basically, that's, if you wrap it up, I could go on and on about different things that went over there. Some I really do want to discuss with you, but some were pretty awesome. But they were the enemy, and I thought it was a good war. I thought if we didn't get them, they'd be here.
Alex Cameron, News 9.
After the war, the Bronze Star recipient married the girl next door, and they had 4 sons and a daughter. He currently volunteers at the 45th Infantry Museum.